Great morning. You guys come on in, come on in. Come on in. Where y'all at, though? Let me go live. All right. Let me share. Okay. Great morning, you guys. Uh-oh. Something is going on. What is that? Come on in, you guys. Let me share. Okay. Let's see. Great morning. You guys come on in. Let me go over here and share. Sharing is a little more challenging over here. Yeah, something was going on with my phone. We are in the new year, you guys. Yeah. All right. Let me share to these groups. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Beautiful. Good to see you. Let me see. Oh my goodness, the thing just got big. Great day, y'all. Great day. It is the second day in 2024. And we've got some goals. We got some things that we're doing. We got some things that we want to do. So go ahead, make sure that you share the event, share the drive-by. Let me see. Okay. Here we go. First of all, let me turn this off. Okay. I was trying to make sure my do not disturb turned on. All right. Here we go. Now we can do it. There we go. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I've shared. Let me. Hey, Gwinnett, how are you? Beautiful. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, y'all, while people are coming in. Because of how I am streaming now in some different locations, it's affecting how quickly people find out. There's a lot of people found out when the group, they got a notification that the group went live, right? So for some people, it may be more challenging for them to see that I'm live. So I've got to try to figure out how to make that work best. But I will. I will. And too, it's the second day in the year. And I don't know about you all, but if you like me, listen, I was determined that there were some things that I was going to finish yesterday so that I wouldn't bring them into the second day of the year. And I worked on that last night. And so I was up not real late, but a little late given that I'd been pulling some late nights. So I've been having some late nights. So it just all just was like, yes. So I needed to sleep. I was determined to sleep. I wanted to milk my sleep. I wanted to get all of it. Hey, Gwinnett, great morning. Jason, great morning. April, great morning. Thank you for sharing. Where are you sharing from, April? Where y'all tuning in from? Where y'all tuning in from? Panama City. April is in Panama City, y'all. Listen, she in my city. She in my hood. Look, and she do stuff so fast. She be so fast. I said, April, I'm coming over. I'm bringing you some stuff. She had to go to the store. South Carolina's in the building. That's what I'm talking about. I got to get back to South Carolina. I know that I'll be back in. I'll be back in. I'll be there in March. Yeah, I think it's March. March for a summit, an entrepreneurship summit. Hey, Jason, Panama City. Hey, Tracy, great morning from LA, California. Hey. Tracy, I'm going to reach out to you. I didn't realize you were in LA. All right, y'all. Listen, let's get started. Great morning, baby. Thank you for sharing. So let's get started. Y'all know what it is. Listen, are you alive? These products have incredible benefits. And what I love about them, it is they deal with your total health, your total well-being. So when you think about your body and your body getting what it needs and being able to operate the way it was designed to operate, Alive has ingredients that assist you with various aspects of that, including blood sugar, blood pressure, your immune system, blood sugar, blood pressure, immune system, your mood, your libido, balancing hormones, helping your body to defeat fatigue, right? Fatigue is a real thing. So listen, let's go ahead. Let's get started. If you don't have some Alive in your life, we've got two flavors. We've got apple cinnamon, which is our regular, and we've got apples beach cherries. Both of them are amazing. I take both. I take this one in the morning. So I feel like this one gives me a little more kick. I feel like it does. And then I take this one in the afternoon. So I take both. Here we go, y'all. Shot. Everybody shake. Shake the devil off. Shake. Shake the devil off. ABC. As easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, do, re, mi. ABC. 1, 2, 3. Alive. It's you and me. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love my Alive. All right, y'all know what we do. We shake it up, pour it up, and drink it up. Let's go. Woo. Cheers to acceleration. I hear my baby coming. I need some more. Okay. All right, baby, you pour it up. Ooh, I spilled a little bit. Okay. Now, let's talk about it. I told you guys before 23 ended that God was going to do more in the first 3 months of 24 than he did in all of 23. Now listen, now everybody's not going to get that. That's not going to manifest for everybody. Good morning, Stacy. That's not going to manifest for everybody. And that y'all need to know that, right? It's going to be a direct reflection of your intention and your motion. Intention and motion. It's going to be a direct reflection of your intention and your motion. Hey, Rena, how are you, gorgeous? Your intention, babe, can you put this up for me? Your intention and your motion. Now, let me tell you this. Yes, Rena, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, so I want you to think about it like this. When you're going somewhere, angel number 111, when you're going somewhere and you don't know exactly how to get there, you put the destination in your GPS. That's your intention. You put the destination in your GPS. That's your intention. That's your intention. But you cannot get there just by putting the destination in the GPS. You must have motion. You must have motion. That's right, Jason. Intention and motion. You cannot operate in the acceleration with no intention or with no motion. You can't say this is my intention, but you're not doing anything. The devil is a liar. And some of us have been deceiving ourselves. We've been acting like we're in motion. We've been giving a little motion. Angel number 122. But you need massive motion. If you want to experience the fullness of the acceleration of these first 90 days, these first 3 months, these first 12 weeks, you're going to need motion. You want accelerated results. You need accelerated motion. Okay. Let me just say this. Let me say this. Hold on. Because I know some of you may be saying, but I'm moving. I'm just telling y'all what God is saying. All right. Motion defined, the verb. What is motion? No, the noun. The action or process of moving or being moved. The action or process of moving or being moved. Some of you are being moved, but you're not moving. You're being moved by things that happen around you, but you're not moving by your own volition, which is your own will. You're not freely moving. You're not activating the motion. You're being moved by things. You're being moved by things. Where do you think we get emotion? Emotion is movement of our feelings, right? So you don't have motion, you have emotion. You got feelings. Your feelings get you moving. That's where your emotions come from, your feelings. Your emotion comes from your feelings. When you feel like it, you move. When you're happy, you move, right? But if your emotions move you, if it's your emotions that move you, if it's your emotions that move you forward, then your emotions will hold you still and hold you back. You are at the will of your emotions. So we have to navigate and master our emotions, and we have to choose to move. We've got to choose our motion. Angel number 122. Okay. Angel number 122 indicates progress in your spiritual path and a deeper exploration of your connection with the universe. Now, I know, listen, it signifies a faith filled with positivity where the cosmos is attuned to your intentions. And when I'm talking about the universe, I mean the universe. I don't, listen, God placed us he created the universe. He placed us in the universe, and then he told the universe to move at our will. He literally causes the entire universe, that's everything in the universe, everything in the universe, everything in the universe, right? To move for our good. He causes it to move for our good. And when we understand the movement of the universe and we can align ourselves with the times, the seasons, the movements, then we get accelerated results. Y'all out here trying to go against the flow. You trying to fight the flow. So then you're wondering why things are not moving the way you want them to, because you set an intention, but you don't have the right emotion or the right motion because you're moving off your emotions. In your emotions, you make a decision. And you say, I'm going to do this. But when your emotions change, your motion changes. Woo, that's good. When your emotions change, your motion changes. Your motion can't be dictated by your emotions. Your motion has to be the motion. It has to be intention. It has to be a conscious decision. You've got to set the intention and go in motion. Like, this is it. If you are in a place called stuck, if you're in a place called stuck, the only way that you can get unstuck is by accelerated, intense, massive action, because it breaks the inertia. Oh, this is science. This is science. Y'all, this is not hocus pocus. This is not new age. This is not magic. This is science. Baby, let me talk some science to you. Let me talk some science. Can I talk some science to y'all for a second? Can I just talk some science? Hold on one second. Woo. Okay. Listen. When we talk about movement, hold on. When we talk about movement, in order for there to be movement, first of all, when you're not in motion, you're in a state of inertia. Inertia is a stillness. It's a stillness. Inertia means that you're not moving, nothing's moving. Inertia, right? In order for there to be movement, in order for things to go into motion, the mass has to have a force come against it, angel number 144, that is strong enough to move it. Has to have a force come against it that's strong enough to move it. So listen, the way that we take control of our motion is by understanding our emotions, identifying them, angel number 144, dealing with them, and not letting them move us, but us moving them. You can move your emotions. You feel sad? Think about something happy. You feel sad? Think about something happy. Think about something happy. Think about something that gives you joy. Think about gratitude. What are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? Gratefulness, gratitude, thankfulness moves sadness. It moves it. It moves it. It moves it. Because it is situated in staying stuck in a place of woe is me. So what you got to do is you got to come out of woe. Say no to woe. Say no to woe. Say no to woe and activate your gratitude. Now, it's called Thanksgiving. Not today, but the act. Give thanks. The Bible talks about giving thanks and the importance of giving thanks. We got to learn how to give thanks. We're too busy identifying all the things wrong with the situation and not giving thanks for the things right. And we wonder why the things that are wrong are getting bigger and we have less that we feel like we can be thankful for. You notice I said feel like because it's feelings, it's emotions, it's not real. You have a lot of things to be thankful for every single day when you wake up. There's not even enough words that you can use to say thank you for all of the things that you need to be and could be thanking God for. I'm talking about the fact that you opened your eyes, you can feel that the hairs on your arm are doing what they're supposed to do. The fact that you're able to breathe, the fact that you opened your eyes, the fact that you have eyelashes to protect your eyes from things flying in it. Like you can go on and on and on and on and on. So when people tell me I don't have anything to be thankful for, you don't know you can't see it. You're blinded by your sadness. You're blinded by your emotions. You're blinded by your trauma. You're blinded by the things that you've been through. You're blinded by that. And I made a conscious decision. I don't mean no harm. And this is not, I'm cutting off in 24. That's not what this is. I'm choosing where my energy goes. I'm consciously choosing where my energy goes. Let me tell y'all something. My energy is precious. My energy is precious. And I'm going to be more accountable. This is all about me. This is not about people. This is about me. I'm going to be more accountable for what I do with my energy and where I allow my energy to rest and how long I allow it to rest there. That's on me. That's not on anybody else. Nobody can make me do anything. That's on me. I get to choose where my energy goes, right? Because where your mind goes, your energy flows. Your energy is going to flow into that. Whatever you're thinking on. That's why the word of God says, think on these things, whatsoever things are good and pure and just and of good report. Think on those, because when you think on those things, more of that is going to come. More of that is going to flow. More of that shows up in your life. But we're such emotional beings. We're so emotional that our emotions have us all over the place. And we think we're in motion. Have you ever seen somebody running? I don't mean to talk about this child, Jesus. Listen. We went to the game New Year's Eve at Auburn, right? Auburn's girls were playing North Alabama, North Alabama, and in part of the game, like halftime, they do a little game where the kids can win. So they had to make a hamburger, right? And it was two little boys, and they were supposed to run. And the bun was down there. The bottom part of the bun was where they were. They had to run to get the other parts of the burger, and whoever built the burger first won. All right. So one of the little boys, baby, listen, you would have thought that he was like running fast. The way he was moving his arms. He was moving like he was running fast. Baby, it looked like that boy was walking with a little speed to it, right? So he like, I said, baby, run. He's like, I know he's the one that the mama always had to say, angel number 155. He's the one that the mama got to say, move. Why you moving so slow? Okay. The other boy running, you know, he done. wasn't far, right? That's how we are. What thing we're running? What thing we do? Our arms are moving. We know how to look like a runner. We're breathing like a runner. But we ain't going nowhere. We going nowhere fast. We just like, we looking like it, but we're not doing it. We're not doing. Listen, angel number 144 is a sign that the angels are sending you a message of love, support, and encouragement. It is a reminder to stay focused on your goals, maintain a positive mindset, and take action. Take what action? Take what action? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's like 1, 2, 3, go. Right? December 31st, 23. Okay. This won't happen again for another 100 years, right? That was your sign to go. 1, 2, 3, go. Yes, Gwinnett, just standing in place. Just standing in place talking about, I don't know why this and I don't know why that and I don't know why I can't this, because you're not moving. Move, darn it. Move. Move. Listen, we have this great cloud of witnesses cheering us on in this race where we're standing still. What in the world? A great cloud of witnesses is standing by cheering us on. What are you doing? You've got to take action, and not just any action. You've got to take massive action. So, listen, I said, God, and I know my husband's like, babe, don't burn yourself out. Listen, I have done almost nothing. And I know people looking at my life would say, oh, you've done a lot. I've done almost nothing. When it takes me 2 years to do something that normally wouldn't take me that long, oh, I got some backup. I'm backed up. I'm backed up. I'm like right now, my body is backed up. Like my intestines is backed up. Like I'm backed up. Backed up. Everything backed up. My intestines is backed up. Things aren't moving the way they're supposed to, which causes me to drag. I'm not moving it. I can't think as clearly. My emotions go out of control. Listen, no, not in 24. In 24, I'm going to do what I got to do to get out of the inertia that I've been in. And people may look at me and be like, but Dr. V, you've done this, this, and this. Baby, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm not moving at the pace that I need to move at in order for God to do what he wants to do in my life. Regina said, girl, you preached my sermon that I did Sunday. Listen, that's because that's what's in the spirit. That's what's in the spirit. When I said moving in my faith, that's going to help me build my growth in 24. Absolutely. Kareem said, go use the bathroom. I can't. Listen, this is the thing. This is the thing. So there's something going on with my body. There's something that's going on with, I think it's a flap or something, where it causes, it's not opening the way it's supposed to open. So there's something going on that literally has me backed up, right? And so, and I try not to, I don't like using laxatives because your body becomes dependent on them. So I'm trying to do this naturally. So I'm doing something to help get things moving the way they need to move. Somebody said, you need to get a colonic. Colonics don't work like that for me. It's something about my intestines where I've got pockets and water gets in those pockets and it just sits. It's hard for it to come out. My body is, yes, angel number 155. But what I know is I know I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, this is good right now. I want to go to the bathroom. I'm doing some things to help me go to the bathroom. But if it's not enough action, then it won't move. It won't move. So it's a matter of, now what will help me is coffee. Coffee helps me. When I stop drinking coffee every day, like my body said, what? So now though, you got to think about it. I'm fighting against the buildup. That's what you're doing. You have buildup in your body, buildup in your mind, buildup in your emotions, build up in your spirit. You full of ish emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. You full of ish. You backed up, blocked up. You need a laxative. See, this is why, the old folks, would always say when people were sick, you need a laxative. You need a laxative. You need a laxative. You need a laxative. Your breath stank, you need a laxative. You got a cold, you need a laxative. See, they understood, and listen, we used to think they was crazy. Tell me, I don't want to take that stuff. Castor oil. Why did castor oil work? Because it lubricated your intestines with oil that helped to move stuff through. That ain't no caffeine addiction, Jason. But it's something about coffee that moves me. Angel number 177. So look, we're backed up spiritually, mentally, emotionally. We backed up. We full of ish. We full of it. And it has sat for so long that it's created almost like a brick, right? It's almost like a brick. And it has to be loosened up. It has to be loosened up. How do you loose it up when it's backed up and built up? How do you loosen it? How do you loosen it? What is the oil that we need? What is the oil that's going to assist us mentally, spiritually, and emotionally? Well, Thanksgiving. I know that sounds strange to you. Praise and thanksgiving. Oh, praise and thanksgiving is like castor oil. It flushes that negative stuff out of your system. It begins to get some movement. You start feeling something. You start saying, oh, God, yes, that's good. Oh, God, I thank you. If you start thanking God, if you go into praise, if you go into worship, listen, I'm telling you, listen, there's a song that says, there's a praise on the inside that I can't keep to myself. Listen, because praise moves you. It makes you want, when you start thinking of this is why the old folks said, when I think of the goodness of Jesus, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all that he has done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah. Thank God for saving me. Listen. Castor oil was supposed to fix everything. Now, let me tell you, Jason said I was thinking the same thing. Listen, when it says stagnated in your body, how it's time for a lubricant of worship. Listen, check this out. But do you know they were right? Check this out. Now, science has shown that mucus is the cause of all dis-ease in your body. Mucus. And when you use the castor oil, when you use a laxative, when your body is releasing as it should, it moves out any mucus buildup. Oh, y'all don't want to talk about it. We thought that was crazy. Castoria, castor oil, all them things that they would be trying to give us, and we wouldn't want to take it. We didn't want to take it because it didn't taste good. We didn't want to take it because it didn't feel good. We didn't like the way our stomach felt. We didn't like having to go to the bathroom. Well, that's why we backed up. My grandson went to the bathroom. He struggles with going to the bathroom, number 2. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like feeling out of control. That's where you get the term anal retentive. Anal retentive comes from in childhood not being able to have a healthy expulsion. Okay, so not being able to have healthy expulsion, not having healthy expulsion creates a need to control. It's a need to control, and so you feel more powerful when you control your bowel movements, right? And so people who are anal retentive try to control everything. They try to control everything, but it's associated with bowel movement and potty training when they were babies, when they were little. Now, I'm not the only one that has this struggle. So you see, my grandson has the struggle as well. Look, Rena said dairy products create mucus. Now, he doesn't really do a lot of dairy. They don't do a lot of dairy. They don't really do that. They don't do milk and all that. They don't do that. And because his mom is very aware of that. But dairy products produce mucus, and the mucus buildup affects our body. We have to get the mucus out. So disease comes from mucus. Mucus It's associated with and Rena can tell you better than I can. I'm not a medical doctor, but what I understand is that when our body is not flowing right, it has to do with mucus buildup, and the mucus begins to affect the flowing and the moving of everything else. So you have to get the mucus out of your body, and removing dairy products will help you do that, because there are certain products, dairy's one of them, that produces mucus. So then you got this mucus and you're fighting with the mucus, okay? So, but you got to be willing to do the work. They knew what they were talking about. They knew what they were talking. This is why they lived so long. People are like, how did they live so long? And they just ate everything. They didn't even eat good stuff. Like they ate chitlins and stuff. They ate a lot of pork. How did they live so long? They understood the importance of keeping the body flowing the way it was supposed to. So I'm actually starting a 40-day fast, and the first 3 days is nothing but juice, all natural juice from fruits and vegetables, and water. So yeah, the first 3 days. But I'm getting ready to get it together. I'm getting ready to get it together. But I wanted to use it as an example because it in turn affects my weight. It affects my weight. It affects my bloating. Now I'm bloated. And there are all of these side effects of not moving. And I don't feel like working out. So now I haven't been working out like I was. Working out helps to keep the blood flowing, your body moving. The oxygen helps your body to, you're able to think more clearly when oxygen is flowing to your brain. Listen, y'all, what am I telling you? You've got to do something to get the movement going. It's not just going to happen. I need to get things moving fast. Now, fasting doesn't just help your physical body. It helps your spirit, your mind, and your emotions. It helps to bring you in, right? When you have a concentrated fast where you're setting your intentions, right? You got to set your intentions and go into motion. It's going to help you produce. So starting January 7th, we're starting the 21-day, the Forward Focus 21, right? But today, I started a 40-day fast with my sister's ministry. So I started a 40-day fast today. So I'm going to do the 40. Within the 40, I'm going to do the 21, right? But all of it is designed to move me, to get me moving. Listen, to move anything in me that needs to come out, that needs to be out of the way, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Oh, some of us are backed up financially. We got a financial blockage. You know why? When you have a financial blockage, most of the time people who have financial blockages hold on to money like this. So there's no flow in your life. Money is a tool. It is an instrument. It is energy. And if energy doesn't move, it creates inertia. It is in inertia. Your money is in inertia. If your money is in a state of inertia, you got to give. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but that is the absolute God's honest truth. Your money won't flow when you don't flow it. If you hold on to money, your money is going to be limited. You're going to operate in lack. It's not going to flow. It's not going to come to you. It's going to drag. When it comes, it's dragging like you dragging. With the same energy that you give is the same energy that you receive. All of it is rooted in the same thing. Lack of motion. Lack of motion. I was in the grocery store. Well, I stopped at the dollar store. I wanted to pick up some stuff for April when I was on my way over there. And I stopped at the dollar store, and this woman was in there, and I knew something was off because she was in the aisle and she was bent over the thing. I was like, is she okay? Gwinnett said, that's right. Well, by the time I got to the register, she had been up there for a while, and she kept trying to do the card, and everything was taking a long time. And the woman said, if you do it one more time, it's going to lock the card, right? So she said, okay, I got it. Wait. And she put it in again. and it didn't work. She said, ma'am, it didn't work. And she was like, well, I said, don't worry about it. I got it. And she was like, are you sure? I was like, I got it. This good. It's all right. Not because I was frustrated, but because this is what I understand. Anybody at any time could be in that position. Now, why was she like that? I don't know. She seemed like she might be intoxicated, but I don't know if she was intoxicated. She could have had something going on with her medically, but it didn't matter, right? As long as she was there and the card wasn't working and they were trying to figure it out, everybody was stopped. Everybody was stopped. Tap. Baby, you good. Go ahead. You good. See, we don't understand that movement is that if something is stuck, you got to do something to move it. If something's stuck, you got to do something to move it. It's not going to just move on its own. It doesn't work like that. The laws of science are the laws of science. Those are universal laws put in place by God. God created the universe and he created universal laws. Listen, so God created those laws. So in order for you to move things, you must have motion. You've got to have motion, and it takes more energy to move something from a place of inertia, not moving, still, than it does if it's already moving. So if you're on a bike and the bike is already moving, it's easier to go faster, right? You just add a little more energy and you go faster. But if the bike is still, it's going to take more energy and more effort to move it. What am I saying? I'm going to 2024 is a year of not only accelerated recompense, but accelerated everything in my life. Acceleration. Things are being done in an accelerated manner. That means that I have to be in alignment with my intention for this year. That means I've got to be in movement. I've got to be in motion. I've got to move. I can't just sit. I got to move. And because I've been in a state of inertia, even though to some people it won't seem like I've been in a state of inertia, I know for me, I've been in a state of inertia that has slowed me down. Right? So that means that I have to engage in massive action, intentional massive action, not random action, focused action, in order to get the accelerated results God has already promised me. Listen, so that's why I'm doing the 12-week year. I'm getting ready to do in 12 weeks what would take some or normally take me a year. So I'm going to do a year's worth of work in 12 weeks. Now, and I'm not going to do it to the point where I don't get sleep and I don't get rest. I know that makes my husband nervous, right? But I've got to get some motion going, right? Some motion going. You want to change your emotional state, get in motion. Walk, work out. That's how you get your endorphins flowing, right? You say, well, I'm just going to take a live elevates your mood, but then you ought to be ready to move. That's one of the things I love about it because, people take it and they're like, oh, I had to get up and move. Why? There was all of this energy going on in your body and now you needed to expend it. You got to get in motion. You got to create motion in your life. You got to create motion. You've got to do it. So look, I told y'all yesterday. See, I didn't say it right. See, that's the way I got to say stuff. Some people will get it just when I say it. But other people, you got to say it a certain way, right? I said it too, soft. Clearly there wasn't an understanding of the power of the intention, right? Intention is everything, right? You got to set the intention because it directs you. It directs your spirit. It directs your energy. It directs your mood. Things have to line up with your intention. If you don't have any intention, you're scattered. You're scattered. Today is my day to set my month. I gotta set my month. I gotta get things in place. I gotta get it going, right? I have to, right? Because then I'll have intention established. My intention is established and I'm able to move. In fact, I told y'all that today I was going to do the 12-week year session where we talk about the 12-week year. I'm doing that today at 8, New Beginnings, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we've got New Beginnings, Completion, and Grace. New Beginnings, Completion, and Grace. Okay? So that's 5 on the West Coast, 7 Central Standard Time, and 8 Eastern Standard Time. 2024 is an 8. It's a year of new beginnings. Okay, that's the energy of the year. That's the energy of the year. But you got to be in alignment with that energy. You got to set your intentions and your focus with that energy. Oh Lord, here we go. And you can't do that holding on to old stuff. Can't do it holding on to old stuff. Some of y'all, listen, literally, you're going to have to get new stuff. Just new. In alignment with the energy. April told me the other day she got a new number. And somebody asked her, well, why you get a new number? And she said, it's a new year. Everything new. So I wanted a new number. Yeah, y'all may think I'm just talking, but I need y'all to understand that some of you have old phone numbers that you've had for 20 and 30 years, and you need to get a new phone number because what's attached to that number, what's attached to that phone number doesn't move you. You don't move. You need some new energy. You need some new energy. So that's free, right? But 2024 is an 8 year, a new beginnings year. It's a fresh year. It's that's the energy of this year. Okay. 2023 was a completion year. It was a year where things had to end, where things had to come to completion. That's why you had relationships end. You may have ended some business dealings. You may have moved from a ministry. You may have stopped certain habits. It was a year of completion. You had to complete things so you could come into the 2024 with the new. Now, yes, the beginning of the the Hebrew year, the Jewish year is it was open. It's open doors. So we've got open doors. I want you to listen to me. We've got open doors and new beginnings. We've got acceleration. We've got recompense. We've got restoration. God is doing all of this, right? It's doing something new because the old things had to die. The new doors are open. Listen, and you're going into acceleration, right? So in order to assist you with that, right? You put a seed on it. It sets an intention. You put a seed with intention. Why intention? Intention tells your money where to go. Money is energy. Money is energy. When you hold on to it, and I'm not saying don't save. Yes, save because that money has direction. What are you saving for? Oh, I'm saving to make sure that I've got enough to carry my household for at least 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, right? Yes, your money has intention. That's intention, right? But you got to release some things so that the new things can come to you. You wonder why you only got your old money running out. It's running out because you're not releasing for new money to come. And when you release with wrong intention. Y'all, I'm telling you, it is better for you to keep your money than to release it grudgingly. Keep it. Just keep it because it ain't going to do nothing for you. It ain't going to do nothing for you. You just keep it. Just keep it, right? But if you want to see movement as we're going forward in 2024, yeah, and it's a leap year. You understand? So things are, I'm telling you, new beginnings and leaping. Leaping is acceleration. I'm telling you, you want to see things move this year? You sow a seed, a 2024 seed. It can be $20.24. It can be an 8 or 8.88. Listen, but put a seed in the ground so that you're giving God something to work with. Now, I know some of y'all will be like, well, God doesn't need anything to work with. Okay, you keep doing that. You keep doing that. We're talking about universal laws. These are spiritual laws. These are spiritual laws. It's not some stuff that people are just making up. Because anytime somebody starts dealing with money, people say, oh, there they go talking about money. Who that be? The broke people. It be the broke people. That's why you broke. That's why you got a broke mindset. You got a broke spirit. You're emotionally broken and you can't see your way out. And when people are trying to tell you how to get out, right? You don't want to hear it. Oh, they just want my money. I don't know what you think $20.24 is getting ready to do for me, but it's not going to do much, right? It'll be a nice meal. Thank you so much. But it's not about that. It's about planting the seed and planting it in soil that is producing. Planting it in good soil that has good intention. Soil that listen, you got to know where you're sowing. You got to know what to sow and you got to know what you're sowing into, right? So that seed $20.24 or $8 or $8.88 or $88.88. Y'all figure out that. Let God speak to you on it because he will. But you put something in the ground for this year. We've been taught so amiss when it comes to money in the church. Like we've been taught so amiss and we struggle with it. We struggle with that. That's one of our greatest struggles because we've sown in places and they may not have done what they said they were going to do. I don't know. It just is, it's a lot. And so we struggle with it. But what I'm telling you is this. God is accelerating things. So tonight at 8, and if you're interested in participating, put 12 weeks in the comments, and I'll get you the link for the 12-week year. We're going to do, it's free. We're going to do a free session. We're going to talk about the 12-week year and how you plan your life in 12-week segments. Okay. I see you, Stacy. So let me tell you what. Okay. It's the second day of the year. I see you, Eveline. This laptop is getting ready to die. Let me see. I have I'm gonna plug up because this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a prophetic word. Oh, I can't. Babe, can you please bring me my my charger out of the living room? Hey, Ashley, how are you, beautiful? There will be a replay. Yeah, so let me know that you're interested. I'll send you the information and then you'll also get the replay. All right, Ashley, I got you. Eveline. I got you, Stacy. And I'll go back and get those who said it yesterday as well. But I'm telling y'all, this is significant. This is the other thing. No, let me not say that. Thank you, babe. I hear you. I got you, Phoenicia. I got some things I'm thinking about. Like I'm really thinking about doing. And I'm going to need y'all's assistance. On the laptop. It's in the living room. Thank you, babe.
I plugged the laptop on the phone with the bed. I guess you unplugged it.
Angel number 155. Remember I said that? Often appears when you are on the cusp of a major breakthrough. Angel number 155 often appears when you're on the cusp of a major breakthrough. It's a plug right here. I can get it. Thank you, babe. So for many of you, you're on the cusp of a major breakthrough and you got to break through. Tammy, you said you love my smile. That's my shut up smile. Don't say nothing. Just leave it alone, girl. Just leave it alone. Don't say nothing. Just... That's what that smile is. Everything don't need a response. Baby, we be struggling with that. Okay. 177. this. 177 is a powerful reminder that when we stay true to ourselves, use our creativity, and trust our intuition, anything is possible. Y'all, listen, I'm telling you, there are things that God wants to do for you that he can't do because you don't believe him. You just don't believe. You don't believe. You say you believe, but your actions say you don't. You say out your mouth that you believe, but your actions say you don't. You say out your mouth you want something, but your actions say you don't. Listen, we've got to bring our actions and our words in alignment so that we can produce the way that God wants us to produce. So this is what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give prophetic words. If you'll put a 1 in the comment, if you want an individual prophetic word, put a 1 in the comments and I will give you that word, whatever the Lord gives me for you. Okay, Kareem. This is a season where you'll discover a lot of things about you, but you're also going to discover a lot of things about people around you. So you got to keep your eyes open without judging. You got to keep your eyes open without judging the people because um, they're not seeing or hearing what you're seeing or hearing, or they're not taking it seriously, or they're not doing anything about it. You can't afford to get caught. The enemy wants you to get caught in that trap. The enemy wants you to get caught in that trap. Don't get caught in that trap. Love people where they are and extend grace. Show them grace. Because we got to remember, we always have to remember that most of the time when we're looking at people, we may have been there at some point. We may have been there. Or if we weren't there, we got something else that, is our thing, is our struggle, is our issue. But God is going to be revealing some more stuff to you. This is stuff for you to pray for. You need to fast. You need to be on a fast. God is calling you to a fast. And you need to be obedient. And watch what happens for you when you do that. You're going to get major breakthrough when you do that. Some of these only come out with prayer and fasting. There's a reason that Jesus said that. There's a reason. There's a reason. Because when you fast, you remove blockages. So, yeah, that's the word of the Lord. Tiffany. There's a song, and I'm hearing the song in my head, but I don't. Oh. Hold on. What? Mary. What? Erica. Okay. Yes, it is. Okay. At the beginning of that song, she says something like, sometimes I did it. Well, right about now, I feel all right. Listen, you got to get a feel all right in your spirit. You had a lot of stuff happen over the past 3 weeks. The past 3 weeks has been crazy for you. But listen, you got to shift your connection, shift your focus, right? You got to shift your focus. The lyrics say this, well, right about now, good God, I feel all right. Right now, I feel all right. Today, I feel all right. And ain't nothing gonna bring me down because I feel all right. That's what you got to get in your spirit. You got to get that in your spirit. You got to get that in your spirit. And you got to get that in your spirit so that you can come out of this funk you've been in. You've been in a funk. In order to come out, you got to shift yourself. You got to shift yourself. Listen to that song. Listen to that song on repeat for a little bit and let it bring you so that you can feel all right. I feel all right. I feel all right. And ain't nothing gonna bring me down because I feel all right. Listen, you gotta get that in your spirit because there's something that's gonna happen today that's gonna try to bring you down or bring you back to a place. Don't go back there. Don't go back. Don't go back. Okay? Jackie, I heard God say you can't stop the inevitable. Sometimes we will, there'll be a ball that's rolling. There's a ball that's rolling, and we get in front of the ball and we're going to try to stop the ball. We want to try to stop the ball. And what happens is we end up getting rolled over by, like when you see in the movies where there's a big a big boulder, a big ball, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger as it goes down because things are added to it. So I see you standing in front of the ball, trying to hold the ball back. But God says you got to move out of the way. God said, move out of the way so the ball can do what it's going to do. Okay. Ashley, you've been asking God some very specific questions about a person. You've been asking some very specific questions. And God has been giving you answers. You don't want to hear the answers though. But what God said is what he said, right? You're trying to make it be, oh, that wasn't God. It was God. It was God. Listen, angel number 188. Angel number 188. Let me look that up for you. Angel number 188. Okay. God is trying to show you in advance and you're not listening and paying attention because you don't want to listen. Angel number 188 means you can focus your mind on creating positive changes towards a more balanced life through manifesting. It represents abundance, prosperity, and new beginnings. This number is a reminder to trust in your abilities and take action towards your goal. It's a powerful message telling of achievement, success, striving forward, progress, and attainment. Oh, Lord. It's a number of great material influence and success. It's a sign that good things are on the way. Good things are on the way. So get ready. Gwinnett, there's a shift. There's a shift. I see a shift. I see a shift in you. I see a shift around you. It's not in a bad way. It's a good shift, right? It's good. It's going to produce good things for you. But I see a shift. And what God says is how you navigate the shift is going to determine how quickly things unfold for you. You like order, you like set, you like, you're not big on change, but this shift is going to be a major change for you. It's going to be a major change. Yeah. 177. Yes, trust my intention because anything is possible. Absolutely. Michael, I see doors. I see doors. I see open doors. I see you going through these doors. I see you going through two doors, and when you get to the third door, at the third door, they're going to want you to make a sacrifice that you're not going to be willing to make. Don't make the sacrifice at the third door. And then I see a fourth door. After you don't make that sacrifice at the third door, I see a fourth door that's standing wide open that you're going to be able to walk into. Okay. So I see four doors. Go through the first two doors. Boom, boom, right? When you get to the third door, they're going to request something of you that you're not comfortable with. Don't do it, right? And then it's going to seem like, and people are going to tell you, well, why wouldn't you do that? That's crazy. I would have da 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 da. Just don't do it. Don't do it. And then God is going to open a major door for you, and there's going to be no barriers, no blocks, and you're going to be able to go through smoothly. Okay. Elvaline. like you have a giant backpack on your back, right? It's like you have a giant backpack on your back full of stuff and none of it belongs to you. None of it belongs to you. You have a giant backpack on your back and none of it belongs to you. God says, take that backpack off. You wondering what's weighing you down. You wondering what's got you stuck. You carrying everybody else's stuff. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. And when you do, you're going to be so much lighter and you're going to be able to move in an accelerated fashion. Okay. I got you, Ashley. Prophetess Tammy. You know, sometimes I'll try to sit here and hear what God is saying. He said, just open your mouth. That means that he's got a message for you directly, that he ain't got to use me to interpret. He just going to use me to speak it. This is a season where it's time to break through. You've been stuck long enough. You've been stuck long enough. It's time for you to break all the way through. And the thing about it is, you know that. You're just unsure on how to do it, right? You haven't gotten clarity on how to do it. God said that he's getting ready to give you a dream and a vision. The dream while you're asleep, but the vision is going to be a waking vision. And it's all of a sudden things are going to come together. It's going to be like click, 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 click. Everything's going to come together and you're going to know exactly what to do. Do it. Do it expediently. Don't worry about any of the things you normally would worry about: money, support. How am I going to do this? No, God says just do it and watch. It's going to require a great deal of faith, but that's what's going to move you. That's what's going to get you moving. That's what's going to create the movement for you in your life again. Your life has been on stuck, on stagnant, on pause. You've been able to do little things, and to other people, it looks like, yeah, oh yeah, she's moving, she's doing stuff, but you ain't doing nothing for real, not for you. It might be a lot for somebody else, but it ain't for you. See, this is why you can't judge your movement by other people, because different people have different capacities. Different people have different settings, right? Settings. We're set for different amounts of movement, right? And so for someone who has a normal setting, it looked like you doing a lot. But you know good and well you ain't doing nothing. You know that. Because you know what your capacity is. So it's time for you to get back to capacity. I hear God saying he's doing it in a quick way. But it's tied to your obedience. What he's going to ask you to do is going to be big. It's not going to make sense to you. You're going to be like, are you really kidding me, God? Like, are you serious right now? He's serious. But do it and ask for the help you need. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's the other thing I hear him saying. Stacy, you're at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads and you're going to have to make some decisions. You're at this crossroad and you're going to have to, I see you standing at the crossroad, like looking, trying to figure out which way to go. And you start one way, then you back up. Then you go back the other way, then you back up. Then you go back the other way, then you back up. Then you go back the other way, then you back up. And I just see you stuck in the middle of a crossroad and you're not moving. You're moving, but you're not in motion. You're going to have to move. And this is the thing. Oh, God, Jesus. God said you're either going to step into the new or you're going to stay in the old, and you're going to stifle. God said you're going to either step into the new or you're going to lose the very things that you prayed for. Because there are some very specific things that you prayed for, but you can't fully get it in the old. You got to set the course and stay on it and not get off. And I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. Um, Phoenicia. I don't know if you're working on a deal with a new subdivision, but I see this subdivision, and I see you selling houses for the subdivision. Um, I don't know, and I see you making a lot of money in the first quarter of the year. I see you making a lot of money first quarter. I see you working with a builder or it's a subdivision, like and you're selling for the subdivision, and you're going to sell a lot of houses in that subdivision in the first quarter of the year. Um, I see. I don't know how all is coming together, but I see. Um, Lord, sometimes God tell you stuff. You be like, I want to say that. I don't really. But I see you making like $500,000 in the first quarter of the year. That's what I'm just telling you what I see. I don't know. All of it may not come from one source, but I see you making $500,000. I see it. Catherine, the subdivision is an upscale one though. I needed to add that it's upscale. I see some upscale stuff. I see it's really two subdivisions. It's going to be one that's going to be like um 100 to like 300,000. There's going to be another one that's a more expensive. It's going to be a more expensive subdivision area, right? Um, Christina. Oh, Catherine. I'm about to skip over you, babe. I'm sorry. Um, huh. Woo! Y'all listen. These beginning of the year words be um. God said it's time to get back to you. It's time to get back to you. You have been concerned about and taking care of everybody else, and it's time for you to get back to you. There's some things that he wants to do for you and in you. It's time for you to get back to you. This is the time for you to plan and to really do what God is calling you to do and not put everything in your job. Don't put all of your good energy in your job. I'm not telling you don't do your job, but I'm telling you you're putting too much of your energy into your job and not enough into you. Christina, 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 you got to do some rearranging. God is calling you to rearrange things, and it's gonna be difficult because people are accustomed to you doing certain things, but you got to set some boundaries. And what's gonna happen is setting those boundaries is gonna free you up for you to really soar. I know that you want to help everybody. You can't help everybody right now. Right now, you've got a place that you've got to get to, and it's gonna mean that you're gonna have to shift some of what you do. You're not going to be able to do everything that you've been doing, right? So you need to know that, and you need to identify those things, and you need to give responsibilities back to their owners because you've taken a lot of people's responsibilities and it is not always appreciated. That's what I'm going to say. Tiffany said, I received that. Lucretia, Lucretia, I don't know why, but I hear to the left, to the left. Everything you own in a bag to the left. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But you know, I don't know. But that's what I hear to the left, to the left. Um, mm, God is answering you. God is answering you. God is answering your prayers, right? He's answering you, asking him questions. He's answering you. You don't want to hear it, but he's answering you. Jackie said, word received. Thank you. Regina, Regina, I hear this is the song that came into my head. This here is for the lover in you. Um, mm. God is doing something with your love life. It's like a rejuvenation. Um, it's a re. It's a return. He's doing something with your love life. Um, you've been frustrated, but God says some of that frustration is of your own making. So you've got to shift you. You got to shift you. And when you, shift your expectations, shift your emotions, shift your thoughts, then you're going to shift what happens. Evelyn said, so true. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Tammy laughing. Vicky. Vicky, God said he's stabilizing you. He's stabilizing you. Um, that restless. He no, not this season. In this season, he's stabilizing you, and he's stabilizing you with support. That's what I hear. That he's stabilizing you with support, so that you're not on your own. So often you find yourself by yourself, doing stuff by yourself, by yourself, by yourself. But God said he's stabilizing you with what you asked for, like-minded people who can support you, encourage you, and draw you forward. You, you're an eagle, but you've been surrounded by chickens. And so because you were surrounded by chickens, they couldn't understand your view, your perspective, any of that. So he's shifting your circle. William said, amen. I got you, Catherine. William, um, I hear new, 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 everything new, 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 new. Listen, you're in a new season, and God doesn't want you to bring your old into your new. So it's time to move forward with new. Um, I also hear God saying that he's shifting your mindset. You had tunnel vision on something and God was telling you, I need you to do this. And you were like, no, I need to do this, right? You had tunnel vision on it. And it was something that God told you to do, but it was something that God told you to do in the past. He's redirecting you and giving you a new direction and a new assignment. And you're rejecting it because you're holding on to the old. You're holding on to the old. You're holding on to the old. You're trying to hold on to your last instruction from God. Sometimes we'll be trying to hold on to the last instruction and miss new instructions. Stacy said, thank you, Dr. V, and thank you, Jesus. We'll talk though, Stacy. But she said, amen. I received that be it unto me according to your word, Lord. Kareem said, thank you. Ashley said, my phone died, but I'll watch the replay. Please, Ashley, because honestly, I don't remember what I said. Regina said, truth. Renee said, I'm back. Vicky said, I received. Hey, friend. Eileen. So this is what I'm hearing. I hear the song. It's all because of you. I'm feeling sad and blue. You went away, and now my life is filled with rainy days. But I love you so, how much you'll never know. You took your love away from me. Oh, listen, you can't allow anything to shift your emotions. It's almost like you're on an emotional roller coaster. But God says it's time to get off the roller coaster and you set your emotions, period, right? Set it, period, not based on what someone does or doesn't do. You set your set it, right? And let God handle all the rest of it. Don't get on the roller coaster, set it and keep going forward, okay? William said, that's confirmation. I keep hearing that. Thank you. I receive it. We got to talk to Eileen. We need to talk. All right, you guys. Listen, I pray that you were blessed today. I want to encourage you all so that $20.24 seed or a combination of 8 or 888, right? 88, like whatever God gives you, but it's about that new. This is a new. This is a new. This is a new. This is dimensional shifts. This is new understanding, new wisdom. This is being able to get motion. Right? God is putting you in motion, and so there's some things that He has to do to put you in motion. So I need you to get ready, get ready, get ready, and set and go. It's go time. Look, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. Listen, for those of you just joining, go back, watch the replay. Look, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Be great. Mwah.